Chapter 10. A Quiet Retreat. Life at Hilltop Farm. Beatrix Potter's idyllic life at Hilltop Farm in the Lake District was not merely a backdrop for her beloved stories, but a vital component of her inspiration and artistry. Nestled within the lush green valleys and rolling hills of Cumbria, Hilltop became a sanctuary where Beatrix could immerse herself in the beauty of nature and the simplicity of rural life. Upon purchasing the property in 1905, she redefined its rustic charm, cultivating a space that mirrored the warmth and vitality of her literary characters. The four-acre farm presented a daily invitation to engage with the surrounding environment, each animal, each plant, and each season informing her stories in profound ways. Living at Hilltop was an intricate tapestry woven from the threads of daily farming practices, her artistic endeavors, and a deep-seated appreciation for the natural world. As a farmer, Beatrix was hands-on. She raised sheep, cultivated vegetables, and cared for a variety of animals. Her agricultural pursuits were more than a means of sustenance. They were an expression of her connection with the rhythms of country life. The seasons dictated the work in the fields, while the behaviors and personalities of her animals infused her tales with authenticity and warmth. The playful antics of her beloved pet rabbits, and the charming characteristics of her sheep, the inspiration behind characters like Jemima Puddle Duck and Peter Rabbit, were vividly illustrated through her keen observations. This symbiotic relationship between her farming life and literary creations enabled her to weave elements of realism into her narratives, making her characters relatable and her stories captivating. Beatrix's flourishing writing career blossomed amidst this pastoral paradise. Each secluded nook of Hilltop served as a refuge for her creativity, a cozy writing desk beside a window that framed the picturesque countryside, or a sun-dappled corner of her garden where blossoming flowers whispered stories of their own. The influence of her surroundings permeated every aspect of her work, fostering a distinctive narrative style that was as lush and layered as the landscapes she cherished. Her attention to detail, from the careful portrayal of the habits of woodland creatures to the depiction of the changing seasons, demonstrated how rural living not only fueled her imagination, but also shaped her perspective on storytelling. The gentle yet profound observations she made while tending to her farm became threads in the narratives that resonated deeply with her readers, speaking to both children and adults alike. Beatrix's time at Hilltop encapsulated the essence of a tranquil retreat where solitude transformed into inspiration. During her early years at the farm, she carved out a life that balanced work and leisure, often finding solace in nature's embrace. The vibrant colors of a sunset, the rustle of leaves in the wind, or the quiet moments shared with her animals all formed the backdrop of her creative process. This connection to nature fostered an incredibly rich narrative voice, characterized by vivid imagery and a genuine love for the rural landscape. Her books, such as The Tale of Tom Kitten and The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin, reflect not just stories for children, but also rich injustices, lessons learned, and the humorous quirks of personality sustained through everyday life. Beyond the aesthetic beauty of Hilltop was the legacy of community and stewardship that Beatrix embraced. As a progressive farmer, in an era that often overlooked the importance of sustainable practices, she championed the role of conservation. Beatrix was informed by a strong belief in the preservation of the local environment, actively engaging in the life of her community while advocating for the protection of the Lake District's natural resources. By employing methods that respected the land and its ecosystems, her farming work also echoed her narrative themes, which frequently revolved around the harmony between humans and nature. In her writings, one could discern an overarching reverence for the environment, an echo of her life's work on the farm. As such, her stories serve not only as quaint children's tales, but as clarion calls for empathy towards the natural world. Beatrix Potter's life at Hilltop ultimately encapsulated a harmonious blend of creativity, dedication, and stewardship. Living in such a beautiful corner of the world inspired her as an artist and influenced her role as an advocate for the environment. The rhythms of the seasons shaped her writing, infusing her narratives with an authenticity that resonated across generations. As the sun set over the rolling hills, casting a warm glow on her farm, Beatrix embraced the quiet retreat that was Hilltop, a place where her passion for storytelling and love of the natural world converged into a legacy that continues to inspire millions. Each tale she penned emerged from the lifeblood of that enchanting landscape, making her works timeless reflections of both innocence and wisdom, a true testament to the power of rural living. Through Hilltop, Beatrix Potter not only created a sanctuary for herself, a haven from the rigors of city life, but also cultivated the very essence of her literary talents and philosophies. Her farm served as a pivotal location where the simplicity and honesty of rural existence laid the foundation for her enchanting tales, illustrating the intricate dance between humanity and nature. As such, Beatrix Potter's legacy resonates not only through her enchanting tales of anthropomorphic animals, but also through her steadfast commitment to the preservation of the natural world and the beauty found within it. Hilltop stands not just as a physical abode, but as a holistic testament to a life well lived, one that celebrates the enduring bond between storytelling, nature, and the quiet joys of life on a farm.